Hi, this is Mayor John Hamilton. It's Thursday, July 9th. I wanted to reach out to my fellow city employees. I'm sorry I didn't get a message before the 4th weekend. I hope your weekend was a good one, and thanks for all you continue to do. I'll just give a couple updates today. First, as I'm sure you're all aware, over the weekend of the 4th, our community, in particular members of our community, went through some very difficult, challenging, awful events that have since hit the national headlines of racially motivated attack out by Lake Monroe, and also a stop on the streets just outside the city limits. Let me be clear, I am fully in support of all the work that's going on in the protests, endorsing the strong Black Lives Matter and racially focused responses that we need to bring, reflecting the importance as a community of being welcoming, inclusive, belonging, open, committed fully to all people and racial justice directly. I've been quite active both here on the local scene and in the media. I do want to note both of those events happened outside Bloomington jurisdiction, and while we're cooperating with all the appropriate authorities, we are not the direct responsibility for that. You probably do know as well there was a car that hit two protesters Monday night this week. That was in our jurisdiction, and I want to thank directly the excellent work of the Bloomington Police Department, the detectives who identified and finally apprehended the driver of 70 miles from here in Scottsburg and have brought her back to face justice for her fleeing the scene of an accident. Where our hearts went out, we're with all the victims of these events and supporting them. So know these issues of race, which of course have been very present with us since the George Floyd events and responses to that, and of course for decades and centuries in our own community. Deserve, will have our strong attention. They have, and they will continue to have in ways we'll be talking about. Recognize how important it is as public employees that we embody the values of inclusiveness and belonging, and recognizing the bias that can be present in all of us, and that we all need to stand strong with our brothers and sisters of color and all marginalized people, and I'll look forward to all of us doing that. Just really quickly also, I'll note we will be expecting the face mask order to be complied with. We've started to see some indications locally of a rise in cases, particularly among young people. I will not be surprised. I expect you'll hear soon of some plans locally to put probably a mandatory face mask order in place for the county-wide from the health department, and perhaps some other considerations to try to limit super spreader events. So we're part of this solution as public employees. Again, wearing our masks under our protocols is essential to signal that to the public and to do the right thing to slow the virus. You've certainly seen around the country some very challenging eruptions of the virus in new ways, and we need to be very careful about that. You all are fantastic and continue to do the work that you do. Thank you for that every day, 24/7. I'll just keep thanking you. The public is so well served by all that you do in continuing to do the work of city government. I appreciate it. I know the people of Bloomington appreciate it. They don't always tell us or you enough, but know that they do, and thank you for that. Keep taking care of yourself, taking care of each other, and taking care of our city of Bloomington. Thank you so much.